Orris is cultivated on the smooth hills of Toscana in the middle of Chianti region among olive trees and vineyards since 1700. Orris is planted during the month of August to coincide with crop time, which takes place when the plants are at least 3 years old, as this is the age which guarantees to get rhizomes of fairly good dimensions and consequently a much better profit. Even if rhizomes coming from older plants can have greater developments, the best yield per hectare has proven to be from the 3rd year of cultivation. In August, due to the natural dryness of the soil, the plant suffers from lack of water, or as it is known traditionally, sequía. And this is the right time to start collection, as the root skin tends to break away naturally because of the lesser hydration of the tissues. The collection of rhizomes is done mostly manually by means of a spade or a forked hoe. As soon as the whole plant is completely removed from the soil, it is roughly cleaned by beating the roots together or on the hoe stick itself. Still on the field, the stems and leaves are then cut by using scissors, followed by the preparation of the rooted cuttings, which form part of the top of the root, ending with the leaves. The rooted cuttings are then immediately planted at the same time, or within the following 3 or 4 weeks, but in any case, always before the small plants become shriveled, therefore losing their capacity to vegetate. The rhizomes, completely stripped of leaves, are carried immediately from the field to the processing plant, which must be dry and airy. The first processing stage consists of the removal of the roots by means of a knife or a sharp blade. This procedure is particularly important in the production of the Orris quality, called Il Bianco, which is noted for its natural color after peeling, a procedure which requires a precise and complete removal of roots, which may otherwise hinder the cleaning operations we'll soon describe. In case of the production of the iris, so-called il tagliato, the roots can be roughly removed, as any residue will not affect the quality of the product, nor the subsequent processing stage. After the roots are removed, the Orris is washed. The most common method involves the use of a small concrete mixer with running water. When the product is being cleaned, during the washing cycle in the concrete mixer are added some small stones, which contribute actively to the skin removal from the roots by simple mechanical action. After washing, which usually takes about 3 to 4 minutes, the whole Orris continues drying in the open air before being cut mechanically with specialized equipment. After the first drying, which is very important to obtain white and spotless slices, the Orris is put on covered wooden looms or frames. Even though all Orris roots can be utilized in the cut production, only those cultivated in fresh, fine and sandy soils are suitable for the Bianco quality, as it can be more easily cleaned due to the longer and intense period of so-called sequía. As a matter of fact, rhizomes planted in sandy soil produce better results, as the lack of water during the summer months means that the roots are drier and thus the skin comes away from the roots more easily. However, cleaning is becoming less commonplace, as it is very labor-intensive, which, in addition to the difficulties of finding suitable raw material, is not very attractive to the people working with the product. Nonetheless, after the cleaning and the first mechanical peeling, the operation must be finished by hand using special blades. orris roots have been thoroughly cleaned, they are laid on looms or frames and allowed to dry in a similar way to the cut pieces, but for a much longer period. Orris root is a typical Toscana produce, which together with juniper berries comes from the past and are brought today by peasants who preserve the art and the tradition of the cultivation. Nello is a witness of those.
Il contadino ha due fortune secondo me, no? Uno che deve essere mai disoccupato e uno di non fallire, perché quando nasce ti fallio